Welcome back. Journalists and musicians in the OECS are being called on to use their creativity and considerable reach to help in tackling the accelerating problem of marine pollution. A 2019 World Bank report aptly titled "Not a Minute to Waste" reveals that the level of plastic pollution in the Caribbean is unacceptably high and threatening the economic survival of the region. As a result, the OECS Commission, with the support of the government of Norway, is tackling marine pollution head-on through the REMLIT, a project seeking a dramatic reduction in marine litter being implemented by the OECS Ocean Governance and Fisheries Program at the OECS.
The OECS Commission is rallying OECS-based journalists and singers to leverage their platforms to focus attention on the worrying problem of marine pollution, with specific focus on plastics. The challenge to journalists was issued on June 8th, World Oceans Day, by Chamberlain Emmanuel, the head of the Environmental Sustainability Cluster at the OECS Commission.
This is just an innocent-looking plastic bottle, but when multiplied 1 million times over, it is disastrous for the sustainability of marine ecosystems, marine-dependent livelihoods and sectors, public health, and our very economies of the OECS member states. Today, we want to focus on our friends in the media. Journalists, along with their readers, viewers, listeners, subscribers, as well as musical artists, have a major stake in guarding against the tsunami of plastic pollution threatening our very survival.
The Caribbean has been accused of making the greatest per capita contribution to this ocean plastic. Not a good narrative. This is where we live, work, and play.
The OECS Journalist Challenge, Clean Oceans, wants journalists to focus attention on the serious threat of plastic pollution in the region and its impact on the blue economy, which is being touted for its untapped economic possibilities.
This project is built on a foundation of sustainability. Our artists and our journalists have a very important role to play in helping us to make that transition to sustainability. Your voices are credible. You speak in a language that our people understand. So in the same way, when in 2015 you rallied to our cause with our climate change message in our 1.5 to Stay Alive civil society campaign, I'm calling on you to be the catalyst for change in our management of our marine resources and the very necessary transition to a circular economy.
Journalists are being challenged to generate stories over a 3-month period to help OECS nationals make the connection between the problem of ocean pollution, the circular economy, and the blue economy. The top 3 winners will receive $5,500 EC dollars, $4,500, and $3,500 respectively. The initiative has been welcomed by veteran Caribbean broadcaster Julian Rogers.
One of the most interesting things about the blue economy is that it gives journalists like ourselves so many things to write about. So I really want to encourage you all to get involved in this particular challenge. Take it on. I'm sure you can deliver. So get busy and learn more about the blue economy, and let's share that with our Caribbean audiences.
OECS singers are also challenged to create a short video inspired by the campaign song More Than Just Islands, which highlights the increasing threat of marine pollution to livelihoods in the region. The winner will receive paid studio time towards the production and mastering of a track, with sound production equipment to the 2nd and 3rd place winners. Leading that charge is acclaimed soca artist Teddyson John. An instrumental version of the More Than Just Islands song, recently launched by the OECS Commission, is the music bed that singers are to work with. Journalists and artists who are interested in these challenges can visit the OECS Commission's website and social media spaces for details.
Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness has restated the call for equitable access to available COVID-19 vaccines by small developing countries, including those in the Caribbean.
In expressing thanks to the United States for including Jamaica and the Caribbean in a donation of its excess supplies of COVID-19 vaccines, Prime Minister Holness urged other countries to also make supplies available so that more countries can reach the coveted herd immunity.
We welcome the announcement of the United States, President Biden and his administration, to make available some of their vaccines for the region. Certainly, it will not be enough, even in the first instance, to satisfy our total demand to bring us to herd immunity, but we welcome it and appreciate it as a continuing example for rich countries who have surpluses to make them available right across the world, right across the globe. Not necessarily entirely by grant, but certainly available for purchase.
The Biden-Harris administration in the United States last week announced it was making 6 million doses of its surplus stocks of vaccines available to the countries of Latin America and the Caribbean. These vaccines should become available by the end of June. Additionally, Caribbean countries can expect to benefit from another U.S. donation of almost 19 million doses for distribution through the World Health Organization's COVAX facility.
The Department of Agriculture continues its support of efforts to raise awareness of the important role professional pest managers play in maintaining the nation's quality of life. This as the Division of Plant Research and Development of the Agriculture Ministry joined hands with global partners in observing World Pest Day this past weekend.
St. Lucia's tropical climate facilitates a year-round crop growing season and supports continuous generations of both pests and beneficial organisms. With the emergence of pests threatening the production of crops, the Department of Agriculture is now increasing efforts and emphasis on pest control methods not aimed at complete eradication, but rather at maintaining pest populations below economic thresholds. This year's observance focused attention on building awareness on the importance of pest control to protect food, human health, and the environment. In highlighting the importance of persons being knowledgeable about the current pests which may affect the agriculture industry in St. Lucia, Chief Plant Research Officer at the Plant Research and Development Division, Hannah Romaine, notes that her division has been able to keep pests and diseases such as the black cicotoca and moco disease at bay.
Over the years, we have been sharing few pests that are not present in St. Lucia, but are of major concern to us. One is the banana Fusarium oxysporum cubense, which we call it TR4. It's not present in St. Lucia. It's looming on the horizon. Currently, it's in Colombia. It has moved to Peru. And of course, we understand how our banana industry, how sensitive it can be, and at present we are putting all measures in place to ensure that we keep this one out of St. Lucia. Pest management is very costly, and over the years what we have come to realize is that the pests, when they do come in, there's no control. Eradication is just not possible. So we are urging the public to be aware of the pests that move on commodities.
Ms. Romaine notes that her department's initiatives to both control invasive species and to augment public awareness of pest control methods are in keeping with the Department of Agriculture's overall goal to increase food safety. Activities such as the Don't Pack a Pest campaign have provided a platform to raise awareness about the dangers of transporting food and agricultural commodities across the region. She states that the Department of Agriculture will continue to provide support to farmers across St. Lucia with effective pest control solutions to help prevent the risk of crop loss.
Our farmers are the primary producers. They ensure that they provide the food that we have on our tables, and whatever activities that they are engaged in on the farm is critical for our health tomorrow. Now, just not that, we've now understanding that to access foreign markets, you need to be able to meet the residual limits. For example, in terms of pesticide residues, that you need to be able to meet residual limits for your country of export. Thankfully, the ministry, the government of St. Lucia had seen the need to put this in place. Now we are able to tap into foreign markets, and we are now able to conduct tests to ensure that the foods that we are exporting meet the requirements of the export market.
The public is reminded that permission must be granted from the Plant Research and Development Division before any plant materials are brought into the country. Individuals interested in bringing in new plant commodities and agricultural inputs such as crops, flowers, and fertilizers must first visit the Plant Research and Development Division for a pest risk analysis. Once completed and accepted, a plant import permit will be issued to the applicant, allowing the importation of that commodity. From the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
Stay with us, the weather report is coming up next.